For 200 years, Earth had been silent. No messages, no trade, no ships entering or leaving the Orion Gate. The Galactic Council assumed the Terrans had perished in some internal collapse, some war or plague that had extinguished the once-feared Deathworlders. And truthfully, most were relieved. But deep within the minds of the oldest council members, fear never fully left. Because when humanity disappeared, they hadn't gone out screaming. They had simply gone quiet. And now, they were back. It started with a signal. A deep space transmission picked up by the Geron defense grid near the border of neutral territory. Just one word, broadcast on all known frequencies. Return. Within hours, the massive jump gate orbiting the abandoned world of Lysar 9 flickered to life, something it hadn't done in 2 centuries. And from it emerged a ship unlike anything the galaxy had seen before. It dwarfed even the Council's largest dreadnoughts. Midnight black, sleek yet terrifying in its brutal design, it radiated energy readings that spiked instruments into error. No known civilization had the technology to cloak a battleship in phase distortion armor, let alone power a singularity drive. The Geron fleet panicked and opened fire. It was a mistake. Their beam cannons scattered across the human ship's hull like raindrops. Plasma torpedoes detonated mid-flight, redirected by energy fields that bent space itself. In less than 3 minutes, the human vessel responded with a single wide-beam pulse. The Geron Armada, 67 warships strong, ceased to exist. The Council convened in emergency session, panic spreading like wildfire. Their worst fears had come true. Humanity hadn't died, they had evolved. High Chancellor Vurock slammed a tentacle against the Council table. We must open dialogue, appease them, offer alliance. But Ambassador Thalen of the Saraxi spoke with dread in his eyes. You do not offer alliance to the storm. You pray it passes you by. The next sighting came near the Zethari Nebula. A fleet of mining drones, fully automated and self-replicating, descended on the resource-rich fields. They stripped 3 moons in hours, deploying terraforming devices powered by what could only be quantum-engineered dark matter. No crew, no communication. Just cold, unstoppable efficiency. Then came the fall of Trinaris Prime. The planet had once been a Terran colony, later claimed by the reptilian Dvak. For over a century they had flourished there. But when a single human ship entered orbit, the Dvak responded with full planetary defense systems. In retaliation, Earth deployed something no one expected, Project Echo. It began with silence, no attack, no response. Then, over the course of 36 minutes, every artificial structure on the planet crumbled. Shields failed, weapons misfired, power grids turned to ash. Even underground bunkers were infiltrated and neutralized. The humans never fired a shot. Trinaris Prime simply shut down. Scouts later recovered fragments of nanite clouds so advanced they didn't obey conventional physics. They phased through matter, they thought. Word spread fast. And with each passing week, new Terran vessels appeared. Some planted strange towers on uninhabited planets. Others dismantled derelict ships with surgical precision. But none spoke. None responded to hails. Until one day Earth spoke again. A broadcast interrupted every channel in every language, tuned precisely to each species. A human woman appeared on screen. Her face was calm, eyes emotionless, voice like metal against marble. We left because we needed time to grow. We return not for war, but because the galaxy forgot its balance. You built empires on the silence of Earth. You fed on the ashes of our colonies. You hunted the weak while we watched. Now humanity returns not as conquerors but as correction. Adapt, or vanish. Then the signal ended. All across the galaxy, panic turned to surrender. Worlds once proud now bowed. Treaties were redrawn, centered not on the Council, but around Earth's growing influence. A single Earth fleet stationed near the galactic core was enough to disband pirate clans, force ancient empires into retreat, and silence rebellion. Even the Valari, once believed invincible, chose exile over confrontation. But amidst the fear, a few brave scholars and strategists sought answers. What had Earth done in those lost centuries? Speculations ran wild: ascension, AI integration, time dilation tech. The truth was scarier. Humanity had left to evolve beyond limitations. Not just biologically, but socially, technologically, philosophically. They didn't just build ships. They built civilizations inside quantum loops. They didn't program AIs. They became symbiotic with them. They had returned not with weapons, but with inevitability. And nothing in the galaxy could stop them.